Good evening. I'm Chanel, vehicle title expert and owner of Wisdom and Authority Title Solutions. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I thank y'all in advance for subscribing. Tonight, I will be talking about two big mistakes people make when it comes to duplicate titles. The first mistake that I see often when it comes to duplicate titles is the buyer of the vehicle not receiving the most current title. Okay. So you may be wondering, well, how do I know if I'm getting the most current title or not? Okay, you may not. So one thing I want to share is that every title that is issued by the DMV has a title issue date. This here is a Virginia title, but it doesn't matter. Every title out there has a title issue date. So this title issue date is very important with the DMV because it minimizes title fraud. If you are the owner of a vehicle, you cannot have multiple or active vehicle titles out there at one time. You can't. That would cause a serious title fraud problem. So DMV have that in place where they go by title dates when they are issuing titles. So in essence, when a title is created or a duplicate title is issued, then the old title is canceled. Okay. So a lot of times I see people, they will go to DMV to get a duplicate title, and then they will find the old title a few days later, a few weeks later, and then they sell the vehicle and they will end up giving the buyer the wrong title. Maybe not on purpose, but it does happen. So that person goes to DMV and DMV will reject the buyer, and they're saying, well, it's another title out there. We need the most current title. Okay. So be very sure and careful that you are receiving the most current title. I recommend taking it upon yourself, just asking a very basic question. Ask that seller, have they obtained a duplicate title or titles over the course of them owning that vehicle that they're going to sell you? And if they tell you yes, then, ask them, are they giving you the most current title? Or if they have the titles in question, they have the more than one, ask them to pull those titles and make sure that they are giving you the most current one. They can easily look at the dates in question and they can make a determining factor there, and you can as well, whether you're given the most current title or not. The most recent date is going to be the most current title at hand. So be very proactive by doing that, which will save you a lot of time and rejection from the DMV. You want to be proactive because if you go to the DMV and they tell you, oh, this is not the most current title, it is a possibility that you could get the runaround from the seller, or you may not be able to reach the seller at all. So now you have a vehicle, title that is basically, voided. And then you will have more problems trying to get a title from there. So be very mindful of this mistake and, do your best to avoid it. Another mistake that I see or hear is people who bought a vehicle without a title. They will say, I want to get a duplicate title. I need to get a duplicate title for this vehicle. Please be advised that you cannot get a duplicate title for a vehicle if the vehicle was never in your name from the beginning. So you want to make sure you're using the right words. You can get a duplicate title for the current owner if they give you POA or power of attorney. Okay. But if you bought a vehicle from someone, do not say, I want to get a duplicate title. Okay. Unless you have POA, and if that vehicle was not in your name, you can't. You cannot get that. As I just shared, it's going to be a problem when the DMV is trying to assist you. You're going to confuse them, and you will get rejected. And then if you go down the road of title processing and you come across a shady title company you could be out of, hundreds or thousands of dollars. So when it comes to title requests, you want to make sure you communicate the service that you are seeking effectively. Okay, especially when you're communicating with DMV. So again, if you've never had a vehicle in your name, the word duplicate title does not apply to you. So if you have any questions or you are in a duplicate title transaction matter and you need further guidance, visit me and my team at wisdomandauthority.com or drop me a line below. Please check me out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Please click, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you soon.